Happy anniversary! We are here, people. The Poly Pimps.
We are live. We are live. We are in the building together.
Yes.
Time.
Together.
Yeah.
So should we
cheers
clink
to
out?
it?
Yes. Happy anniversary, first anniversary to the
We
Poly Pimps.
We made a commitment.
Yes, and we stuck to it, right?
Yeah, hey, that's pretty cool. If we could do this, we can do anything.
I know, right? Listen, what is the most perfect month to start this podcast? It's May, the month of women.
It's March.
March. See where my mind is. I'm like Russian New Year. Yes, March.
Spring, new beginning.
Yes, the month of women. Absolutely. Well, May is for the women too, for beautiful flowers.
Absolutely.
That's what we are.
Absolutely.
So. Hey, Earl. Thank you.
Good? So,
we're so excited.
I caught a flight. And
I can have a drink while she's talking this.
I caught a flight all the way up to Me Too's place because she lives the hell up here in northern Georgia somewhere. Why?
Don't listen.
Why?
Don't listen.
So I flew in and decided to do this with her in her little studio vibe, which I like. You gotta come and be in my space at some point.
Absolutely.
So
someday soon.
So tonight is our first anniversary. We started a year ago. I think the first episode we had the French guy on.
Not French.
Haitian, I mean.
Haitian, yeah. I think it was Donald.
I think so. And y'all were doing it in half French and half English.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was
Donald.
You know what y'all are talking about.
I know.
Sure.
It was definitely interesting. Look how beautiful she looks tonight. She's ready. Look at the hair. Oh my God, I'm sitting on it. I'm gonna put some on my head. We're both gonna be like,
yes, drip.
Oh, a brunette.
Tonight, let's get serious. It's serious business.
I'm just so excited, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's serious business here. We are gonna be going through some questions we got. And if you have questions, you can post them in the comments because we are filming from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 different stations. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We're everywhere. Okay. So wherever you are streaming from, we love you. We appreciate you. And if you have any questions that specifically are catered towards polyamory, multiple partners, cheating. I like that topic. That's a good one. Anything that you want to talk about, let's talk about it. We're going to bring it in. I'm going to start off with some of the questions that I've gotten already. Hey, D's Nuts, adjust the microphone. Can you not hear us well? Let me know if you can hear us.
I think this.
Let me know.
This sounds pretty.
Oh, okay. We can hear it. We can hear it.
I think it might be your speaker. Can you check it, these nuts?
Okay, so let's start with, let's just get into it.
She's ready.
All right. First question is, do I have to like my meta? Okay, we heard all fine. Do I have to like my meta? So you guys know what a meta is. We're metas, essentially, right? Yeah, we'll always be metas, right?
Yeah, always. Yeah. Yep.
So your meta
for life.
Metas are your partner's partner. So
even though we're not dating the same person anymore, but we still consider ourselves great metas, for life. We don't divorce each other.
Right. I'm embarrassed to write this because I've been polyamorous for 10 years and still seem to be struggling with jealousy, I guess. I don't have many polyam friends in real life, so I'm looking for advice or maybe a reality check. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I can't seem to vibe with my new meta. I've tried. We have nothing in common. It's not logical or nice of me, and I know I don't necessarily need to like her. But for some reason, it eats me up inside. This is not my first meta, and I do not feel this way towards other metas. I wish we could have totally parallel relationships where I don't have to see her, but her and the nesting partner, so she lives with her partner, are long distance relationships. Even though she lives across the country, she flies in monthly to stay at my house for at least a week. Nesting partner is trying his best to be a good hinge. Definitely wasn't considerate of me when it first started, but we've since discussed at length and he's doing what he can. But I feel profoundly bitter whenever she's around. I'm trying to hold my tongue and keep my comments to myself because I know I can be petty and I truly want this to work. I know I don't have to like her to be respectful. People who don't like your metas, how do you deal? Does it ever get easier?
So, first of all, I'm like, why does the meta have to stay at her house?
That was
Why
the thing
don't
I was
they just
thinking.
get a hotel room
Or
or
Airbnb.
Airbnb? We have so many options now. Why does this person have to be in my space? I feel like that's very inconsiderate
Yeah.
from the nesting partner.
Facts.
You don't have to take it. You don't like the person, you don't like the person. Nothing says that you have to love everybody. Ooh, I don't think we went live on Instagram. Sorry, guys. We're still working the technology. But yeah.
We are our own text.
Yes. So yeah, I don't feel like it's fair to her
No.
that her nesting partner is asking her
To just deal with it?
accept
Oh, yeah. No.
that the meta has to come spend a whole week
Oh, hell no.
in her space.
It's not going to happen.
Nah.
It's not going to happen.
That's a big F no.
You know, some of the stuff, literally, some of the stuff that I hear about a lot of polyamorous people doing is some fuck shit for real because
polyfuckery.
it is. I'm not, just because you have another partner does not mean my comfort is going anywhere.
Exactly.
Oh, no, it's not. So if you want to spend a week with your partner and they live in another state and they're coming down this way or what have you, y'all go
make arrangements.
Yeah, y'all go over yonder and enjoy yourselves.
Yes.
But do not take my comfort away on any day. Period.
So, yeah, because at the end of the day, it's already hard as people to deal with inner feelings, right? That you may have towards. She's already struggling with the fact that she doesn't like this person and she can get along with this person, but she would love to. She's struggling with that. She has to try and learn to manage that and find skills, find different ways to deal with it. Now you're asking her to actually deal with something that she should have control over, but you're taking her control away, because that's how I see it. You're taking my control away in this situation because this person doesn't have to be in my space.
Right. And I like the fact that she said, I want this to work, which means like she's good with the relationship. She's good with y'all having your thing. Peace is all good. But in her space, where like if you have a nesting partner and you're living with your partner, then it looks different. Mm-hmm. It just can't be a freedom fest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then no, it could go in all kind of different directions. If you have another partner, if you live with your partner and you have another partner, y'all need to make arrangements, especially when it comes to
other people's spaces.
Yeah, like a week-long trip. Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
So today we will go through the comments a lot more, just because, you know, we're discussing different things and we want to see what you guys have to say about it. Earl says, happy anniversary, Poly Pimps. Thank you, guys. We are celebrating the first anniversary tonight. Yes, today. All of it.
He says, you two are what's good. Commitment to your passion is inspiring. Thank
you, Earl. We love you. It's a vibe, yes. It's a vibe.
Let's see. What else? Hey, Kaim.
Hey, Manuel. These nuts. Hey.
Energy is a thing. Does the nesting partner require more of her than being cordial? I mean, from what I read, I don't think so, but I think that, you know, I guess they've had their conversations or what have you, but in my opinion, the conversation should have gone something like, hey, your partner can come anytime, but either I gotta go, like if you want to have the house,
give me another space.
Yeah, if I gotta go somewhere, I will.
Let me do a whole spot thing.
Yeah,
but
not don't have us. If I'm not feeling your partner, I'm not gonna be in the same space. I'm not chilling like that. I'm not gonna be uncomfortable on nobody's time, on nobody's watch.
Mike wants to say happy anniversary, Poly Pimps. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? Polly, Poly world representing. We got some
yes, the poly folks are in here tonight.
we got some other poly pimps in the building. Okay. Here's the next one. We're gonna go on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a lot.
Are threesomes mandatory in polyamorous relationships? After I got divorced, I didn't want to jump into a relationship. The first real connection I had is pretty amazing. We have so much in common and there's real chemistry between us. Then he told me that he practices polyamory and he and his partner of 6 years would like me to be their third. Apparently, his girlfriend likes to watch him with other women, but she's not interested in any intimacy with me. To be honest, this fucking shocked me and excited me.
Maybe because she's hot.
I wasn't sure how to react. I have friends in polyamorous relationships, but I never wanted to pry into their love lives. So I reached out to one I was closer to, and they warned me that jealousy would be a huge issue the closer I got to them. Good to know. I'm supposed to have a one-on-one session with him soon. Session, I like that word. And if we're compatible, he'd like his partner to join. How did you get over your first time jitters? Oh wow, let's go right into it. That would make me uneasy.
Very uneasy.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't deal with couples as like romantic or lovers, like as a whole. I don't deal with that. So I think that would definitely make me uncomfortable.
Well, I think that from what she's saying is like she's open to the energy of it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, one thing about new people who are like checking out what polyamory is, they're kind of like surfing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to figure out, where do I fit in the scheme of this lifestyle? Like, what do I really want from it? What do I need from it? What am I willing to deal with, etc. After a while, people are going to figure it out, right? Anyone come to me on some, in fact, actually that has happened to me. That has happened to me. Someone wanted me to be with them and their girlfriend, and I was like, it's a hard no for me. I don't do couples. You know, I'm not going to be a third.
Right.
It takes 4 wheels to drive a car. I don't know if that was corny, but that's how I feel. Yeah, I'm not being a third on any group. I'm in a bunch of poly groups. And
wait a second. Don't go so fast. Okay, finish your thought.
Yeah. No, I'm in a bunch of poly groups, and they're all a large group of people who call themselves poly, and they are couples looking for third partners, and they're specifically looking for a bisexual woman who can entertain them sexually.
Yes.
And I believe that is a bunch of foolishness, because it is, to me, it is not about love. Mm-hmm. It is very much a very pro sex thing, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it to me undermines what, to me, true polyamorous love and freedom looks like. If you can't date outside of your partner, then I feel like there's a problem there. If your partner can't have another partner on the side
without you,
because to me it looks like monogamy plus one.
Exactly, and that's, you know, that's what just, it is.
You know, the two of you have to make decisions. A lot of shit can come down with that. If your current partner, doesn't like the new girl, then she could veto her, like, oh, I don't want you to see her anymore. I don't want her to be a part of our thing. And
I don't like her vibe.
I don't like her vibe. A lot of times,
get rid of her.
A lot of times, these folks bring and move in the third partner. And as soon as they're done with them, they trash them out in the street and tell them they got to go. I mean, this is happening right now. And any woman specifically who is being entertained in that way, well, I'm going to have a one-on-one session and see if it works. And then, yeah, I would be out before I'm in.
Yeah.
To me.
I mean, so I know you were like, I don't want to be a third wheel or whatever. I could do a tricycle, but I promise you. I promise you, I will not be basically, this is how we're going to do the tricycle. We're going to have 2 matching wheels in the back.
Right. A triad.
Yes. That's how we're going to do the tricycle. Okay.
Yeah, a triad. We could do a triad, but
no.
What are we doing? A threesome.
A threesome.
Oh, a threesome.
Yes.
But not in the under the not under the say it.
Not under the assumption that, I'm gonna, oh, and no, when I say the threesome, this is all for me.
So 2 men.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, what? No, ma'am.
That.
Out. We already have one
That.
here. We really
That.
need one queen in the room. Sorry.
Okay. Here, like you hear it. Demetrius D says, "Hi, ladies. I can't believe it has been a year. Happy anniversary."
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. It's been a whole year of shenanigans.
If you guys have any salacious questions, that's my word today.
Yeah. All right.
If you
Why
have any-
did you choose that word today?
That's how I woke up on that. So.
Send them our way. We're here. We're
Okay.
here.
Here's another one. New question. Is it better to be out in your polyness or keep it reserved to only your poly community? I'm not sure exactly what direction I should go in. There are people whom I have lost in my life because I am polyamorous. It's quite amazing to think. What do you think is the best option?
So, first of all, if you love those people because of coming out the way you love, I don't think those people were there to love you or were supposed to be in your life, period. And just remember, some people are only there for a season. It's okay to let them go. If they can't accept you for who you are, it's okay to let them go and find your happiness. But I say really it depends on where you are in life.
Eileen says, F them people.
Yes, exactly. But I feel like it depends on where you are in life because there are some people that it might still be a danger to them kind of for their jobs or security
I was thinking
and stuff
about
like that. It's just kind of like some people still can't come out as gay or whatever. They still have to hide who they are. Unfortunately, there might be circumstances that hold you back from truly living your best life. If that's the case, then I say you wait till it's ideal for you to put it out in the open. And because nothing says, honestly, do we even ever come out as monogamous? Do we go say, oh, yes, I'm coming out of the closet, I'm monogamous?
Well, no, because it's assumed.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we should not even, nobody should have to be like, oh, you were in the closet, like, because either the person was gay or polyamorous. Oh, you are at the closet now. No, I guess, I don't, but unfortunately, that's what we have to do. That's the world we live in.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like work when it comes to your professional life, I don't think it's anyone's business because the problem with it is as soon as if you allude to, oh, I'm poly in the work world, their mind goes into the dark corners of the earth and they're like
doing every orgy box out
they
there.
just like, oh, you're a freak, and it's just like, no, really I'm not. But all right, I see another question pop up. Can we go on? Can we move on?
Sure, yeah, let's read the question.
D's Nuts says, question, what happens when two of the partners have children and always have to tend to their needs and totally disrupt the fabric of the poly relationship? The thing to note is that one person does not have kids. That was the next part of it. Okay. So this is, I'm getting it's like maybe it's three people. I'm getting, this is what I got from it.
Oh,
Three people are in a situation and two of them have kids. Mm-hmm. That's what I got. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Now I see it.
And what happens? Okay, it says, and how to totally disrupt the fabric of the poly relationship. So that's basically a scheduling situation. And it also could be is this really a compatible situation?
Right.
Because for me, I'm in a place where I don't really do babies. So if you have babies, we probably won't date, or I'm invested in like the other side of that. Yeah. Like ready to travel, ready to, do some stuff.
Have a little bit more freedom.
More freedom, right? I can leave, like I do have children, but I can leave them.
Yeah.
I can take them and I can leave them, but I can leave them mostly. So I don't really want to engage in someone who has young children because it's not I don't want to do that.
Right.
However, I have thought that if someone I'm involved with has or wants to have children, they can do that over there.
Over there.
You could do that over there, and I'm okay with it. And I might even babysit occasionally.
Exactly.
But in terms of like if you're living in one household and all that kind of stuff, I think that's definitely like that's a deep conversation on how you want to live, because
Right.
you have to be gracious towards your party, your people, but you also have to not take away from your own personal life.
Right. I agree. I totally agree
Yeah.
with that because I'm not, my children are still younger, but they're not young. So I don't know that I would want babies to interfere with my relationships. But everybody's at a different stage in their life. As long as you can organize, I feel like it can work. Um, so, but I think I would prefer not dating somebody with super young children, like 1, 2 years old.
Not doing it.
Yeah, I'm
I
past
mean,
that stage.
let's see. Oh, happy anniversary. Happy yearly anniversary.
Thank you, Tress Brown. Thank you so much. Yes, we are so very.
I hope that answered your question. If not, please, D's nuts.
These nuts.
Let me know. But I think that totally disrupting the fabric of the poly relationship, I really just feel like if the one person does not have kids, is this the type of situation you want to be in, or you or the other, like who, like is that what you're investing in? I feel like it's an opportunity to create the relationship dynamic that you want. Does it include young children? If it doesn't, then that's probably not the relationship for you. That's kind of like what I would say.
Exactly.
So
I agree.
So
Next
that-
question. Ooh,
and then, but the thing about it is, I want to add on to that is one thing I realized about polyamory is polyamory values like joy and happiness, right? And in that, I say that a lot of times people feel like, monogamy says till death do you part, right? Polyamory says till this shit fucks up and we can't really connect, or it dies, or the kids are in my way, or what have you. Like, I know that might sound selfish, but the truth of the matter is, don't you rather have a life of joy? I would rather spend time with you and enjoy you and have a wonderful, magical time, enjoyable, a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years with you, and then graciously fade out and still be friends and still have love for you, than it blowing up. Because I really feel like monogamy tends to blow up. Like, it's like, because
it's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing. If we can't do this the right way, then it's over and I hate you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you realize that most of the time when monogamous people break up, they can't even remain friends. They can't even see each other on the street and say, hello.
Yeah.
It's always, and I was with people who were, not people, person who was like, if you couldn't make the romantic work, how you going to make the friendship work? But to me, I see the friendship as the foundation of the house.
Exactly.
The foundation will always remain no matter what you put on top of it. You can remove any layers that you want, but the foundation remains. So yeah.
Exactly. So in that respect, so if the whole kids, so if you're involved in something and your partners have children and you're enjoying it and you love it and it's all good and y'all are working it out, it's groovy. But then after a while, when you realize it's kind of like messing up the vibe and there's not enough time, don't make it about you. If it's not working for you, graciously bow out. It's all about love. I love you. I love you from here, and I love you from over there. And
still be cordial,
and we can still be friends. We
we
can still have time together. We could still date. We could still do that thing we used to do. Whatever it is. But it's not really. I don't really see life as like. And this could be my being naive.
Mm-hmm.
I do value long-term committed relationships. Let me be clear, but I also don't value the struggle that people go through long term till their soul dies.
I was talking to a friend today about that, and he's like, "So you're not gonna fight for love?" I'm like, that whole mentality for me is unbelievable. What do you? There's fighting for love, and there's fighting to change somebody's mind. That's not fighting for love. Fighting for love is, you know what? We're in a long distance relationship. We both can make it work. So we're gonna do what we need to do. Do we need to see each other once every 2 months? Do you need to come over this month? I need to go over next month. I feel like that's fighting for love, right? For to save whatever we have because we still are so committed to it. But somebody steps over there, breaks an agreement, keep breaking your heart. Like I love watching Cardi B and her husband. I'm like every single time it's kind of like, oh, the crying makes it better the next time. But it's like people are like, oh, they're fighting to save what they have. You have
Trash.
nothing.
It's trash.
You do have trash. So like
It's
so
trash.
at that point, I don't feel like you're fighting for love. I don't know what you're fighting for, but it's definitely
No,
not
you're
for
fighting for the status of being involved with this person and wanting to stay in it. And yes, dashikis though, how you doing? Yeah, you're fighting for like status. That's what it
Pretty
is. You know what I'm
much.
saying? Fighting for love, yes. I think I would fight for love, but it has to work.
Yeah, when we
We
both
have to
commit,
make
yes,
when we come to disagreements, we have to like solve the problem.
right. Hmm.
Solve the problem. The problem is my needs are not being met. These kids are in my way. We got to do something different. It could change the relationship, but relationship and human nature evolves. It's always going to be changing. It's ever changing,
Yeah.
and that's just what it looks like. Moving on.
We spent a lot of time on this one.
Some things need time. How do you manage time with your partners? How do you manage alone time with your nesting partner when their other girlfriend lives with you?
Again, I feel like it's all scheduling and everybody sitting down to agree with um, boundaries, I guess, right?
Schedule.
Scheduling. Okay, so we're having our time together. Please do not disrupt this time, or do we need to go somewhere else? Whatever that time might look like. I think it's communication, agreement.
Okay, so I'm gonna just skip through this long thing. I'm just gonna I can see what it says. So
Mhm.
basically, she moved in with them, right? Or no, actually, the two girls moved in with him, right?
Oh,
And
yes.
he she says, I feel like it's not my home and I'm struggling to spend time with him when she's there. Also, I hear them having sex and her shit is all over the place and I don't feel respected by either of them. Time to go.
Yeah. Find you another place.
Yeah, it's time to move out. Like that whole that's
Why do you have to live there if you're
right.
not comfortable?
Right.
I mean, now if you can't afford it, I guess you're gonna have a conversation. But if you can't afford to live on your own, should you really take certain things like
It's called struggle love.
discomfort?
That's called struggle love. It's like we gonna be together through the storm, and that never looks
Through
beautiful.
thick and thin,
Yeah, that never
right?
looks beautiful to me. It's like we gonna share these ramen noodles and make it work. Yeah, no, I'm not into it. I'm not into struggle love, but yeah, to me that's a move out. Like if you feel uncomfortable, that is not a polyamorous relationship.
No.
No.
I mean, what I'm saying, there's not going to be any discomfort, but sometimes people just stay in discomfort for too long and it becomes the norm for them. And then before you know it, they get old and grumpy. They lose all happiness. You know, it's like life is too short. You don't know if you got a day or 20 years. Why waste it on, I don't know, what really doesn't matter to you, or what makes you truly suffer. So,
I cancel struggle love. I'm not here for it. I feel like if you're living with your partners because it's a more affordable, time to upgrade your life. You know what I'm saying? Seriously.
I would not say that necessarily, just because I mean I'd rather spend five
Less
hundred
money?
dollars a month than spend 15. But at the same time, what's the price
That.
for that 1,000 that I am saving?
That's what I'm
If
saying.
it's gonna cost me my peace, then
That.
that's not saving
That.
because
That's what I'm saying. So it has to be organized.
yes,
You know what I mean? Like, hey, you guys, we need to talk. We're gonna have to have a little meeting here. So since we are in this, home together, and we split in the bills or whatever, that's pretty cool, because that is in essence ideal.
you're saving, yeah.
Yeah, that's ideal in essence.
Because that's the building that we're talking about.
Right. But another thing is, I find that people have an opportunity to have other partners, and they should. They should have other partners. So when your live-in partner and his girlfriend are having their romantic time, you should get the hell on.
Exactly.
Go out on a date, or go roller skate, go do something, and let them have their space. And likewise, she should go somewhere while you have the house to what
if it's spontaneous? What do you do in that moment, though?
Go read a book, go watch some movie, turn the TV on.
Let me get out this house. Let me go sit in my car, take a drive.
You don't have to run out. You don't have to run out, but get comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn the TV on. I hear the door. I hear the wall knocking.
It's time to go.
Yeah. Feel like you're in a dorm. You know what I'm saying? All right. We got another question from These Nuts. I love it. These Nuts. How does 65 plus look for people that are poly? I know we can speak now because we are 40 to 50, but what does poly look like at an old age? What can we compare it to, since it is so new? Oh, that's such a good question. I love that.
So, I mean, what does it look like for monogamous people? Like when you ask this question, what's behind it? Is it because, you think when you're old, you need somebody to struggle with you and take care of you when you're not sick, or when you don't look so desirable, you feel like you need somebody who has to be there with you, not who wants, but who has to be there with you? Like, what does that look like?
Honestly, I think it looks exactly like it looks right now, because a lot of single 65-year-old plus women and men have their little friends. That's what they call it.
Right.
They have Miss such and
nursing home.
They might not be in a nursing home. They might have their own place, but they have their little girlfriends they see. And, a lot of times, and it just depends on where. I'll speak for women, where a woman is at 65. At 65, she might be kind of oversexed, to be honest. Her libido might have gone down the drain, essentially, and she might just need her girlfriends to go down to the church, or go to a little event in a tea party,
go line dancing,
go play bingo. Like, I don't know what it looks like for a 65-year-old woman, but a lot of times that part of their life technically could be over. Now, if she's like me at 65, I'm definitely gonna have a couple boyfriends in the shuffle, because you're posting the
yes,
if someone wants to call in or come in. Oh, we're late on that, but
I know,
still. Right? But at 60, it just depends on the spiciness of that person in that age. A lot of times their libido is gone. Even the older guys, if they might have a partner they live with, they might live alone, they might live with family. And to me, it just all looks the same. The terminology is all new, but I don't think anything really has changed.
Nothing's new under the sun, really.
If as you know, men tend to die first. So a lot of times older women over 65, 70, they're by themselves. So if their family's with them, they might have a little guy. I remember my grandmother, she had a little boyfriend, and we would make fun of her all the time.
Mr. Earl?
Exactly.
Earl, sorry.
Not you, Earl.
Your polygraph.
My polygraph. So, what I was saying is, I just think that, older people live their best life without apologies. So it's going to look the same. You know what I mean? It's not going to be any different. They might our generation getting older, we might have our partners. And in fact, as we get older, and this is a thought I've had in my mind, not that I'm okay, this is a thought I had in mind. It might not be multiple sexual partners. It might go to that one partner and it might look monogamously, but polyamory is still like, a flutter in the thoughts, but it might end up just being, those two people living their life out. So I don't know. It could be anything.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Oh, okay.
I support.
Thank you for the questions.
Yes,
that's awesome.
These nuts.
That's awesome. Okay. This one is a little complicated. I'm gonna pass this one for the moment because it's kind of advanced. So okay. I'm gonna go up here. So I'm falling hard for an amazing person. They are poly for some years now. I'm not super invested in monogamy. It doesn't work for me, and I have tried many times. However, I don't like enough people at all to be poly. Plus, I need to have everything in alignment. Like, I can't just have sex with someone if I don't like their personality, and nor can I just love someone without sex being involved. Not true. I don't want the person I am dating to change at all. I am happy they have others who love them. I want to be a good partner for them, but if I am not dating other people, is this doomed? Or is there a way to be with someone and me not be involved with others? Am I already poly if I have no issue with them being with other people? I am not jealous. I didn't want them to be different. I just don't want to date others. I feel a little confused. I like that. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, for me, I think you can definitely have love without sex and vice versa. You don't need one for another, but sometimes when you have the love with the great sex, it makes it better because it just hits differently. I mean, I don't know what else is she asking?
She's basically saying, am I still poly?
Yes.
Even if I just have that one partner?
Yes. So how many partners you have does not make you poly?
Right.
Right? Because you can be poly
and have no partners
and have 0 partners.
Right.
Or you can have 1 or 10 or however many you think you can handle. It's not the number you currently have. It's the mindset. It's how you live.
It's how you look at it.
Yes, that makes you polyamorous. It's not how many you have at the moment. It's not that's not what validates your level of polyamory. So
all right. Mincote says, if a poly trio lives together, how often do they all have sex? How often do they all have to have sex together?
It depends on
often as they want to.
Yeah, if they
every
all
day, twice a day, all
together.
The time.
Right. And they may live together, but they don't all have sex together. So it depends.
Yeah.
Of their agreement.
And they don't have to have sex at all. How about that?
Exactly.
Y'all don't have to put sex on the front of the table all the time. All right, these nuts. I see you, but we're gonna run it. How can you be poly in an assisted living facility?
Oh my God. What does that mean? I mean, you can be poly anywhere. These nuts. Are you nuts?
How can you be poly? Honey, when the nurse comes in, you just close that door. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. I don't know. That nurse would probably get in trouble.
Hey, you can do whatever you like. That's basically, in an assisted living facility, you are a cornball.
Yeah, whatever you like.
Kedia says, happy anniversary to you both. Thank
you. Kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So, back to the questions. That is so funny. An assisted living home. D's nuts, how old are you? Let's start there. You seem to be very age oriented. So, okay. Is this the real thing or new relationship energy? Ooh. I'm currently in a poly relationship where there's a hinge. So there's one person with 2 other girls, one man with two women.
Okay.
However, she and I are not romantically or sexually involved at all and are just friends. And the only thing we really have in common is him. They actually are legally married. She has his last name and they live together. I've been with him for about 3 years now. We've made many strides in our relationship over the past couple of years and gotten extremely close within the last year. Since I was no longer able to be with him alone as often due to her job schedule changing, I started exploring other people. Good idea.
Yeah.
Initially, just to hook up, I didn't make one of my hookups aware of my relationship, though I know I should have. Mistake.
Unethical.
And now I am in a sticky situation. I really like this new guy, like a lot, and we've hung out a lot, but I feel as though my original partner and I have been through so much and gotten so close that I can't leave him. But I don't think the trio thing is what I want anymore or that I ever wanted. It just kind of happened. So how do I know if this is just something shiny and new or if I generally want to be with this person over my original partner? I got issues.
Now, this whole thing, that's why I always talk about it. When is it appropriate to let the other person know that you are polyamorous or non-monogamous, whatever?
Day one.
Day one, very first
minute,
conversation,
first second.
right? I'm always going to bring it to the table because I do not want to waste my time. I do not want to waste yours. And I don't want you to be like, oh, you lied to me. No, I did not. I told you from the get-go. Now, that was her first mistake, right?
First mistake.
So, because you are basically cheating and taking that person's choice away.
Yeah. But also, she's not really into the poly situation anyway. You remember she just said she's interested in the new person, but she wasn't committed. So this is what goes under the realm of polyfuckery. It's just people who like float in and out just to play with it.
Yeah.
They're not really emotionally considerate of the situation and
that's another, like, to just step out of it real quick. That's what I was talking about the other day with a friend. Just because you call yourself poly doesn't make you poly. I said, I can call myself a doctor, but I don't have any training to be a doctor, but I can still say, oh yeah, I'm a doctor and I want you to call me a doctor. You got to do the work in order for you to say, I am this, I am that. If I did not go to college,
right,
and graduate, I cannot call myself a college graduate. I didn't put in the work.
Right.
Why do I feel like I deserve the title? So that's just how it works. You don't do the work, you don't get to call yourself that. But people like to do that. They like, oh, I'm poly. What does that even mean to you?
I really realize that a lot of people like to use the word poly. I'm poly, but they don't
because they're open to fucking
anybody, everyone, right? But they really don't really want to commit to what it really requires, which is open, honest transparency. I like self-work, being able to communicate, being able to talk about your other partners, meeting other partners. I really feel you should meet other partners. Not all the time.
Like, you mean the metas to meet?
They should
maybe one meet.
There should be I got my eyes on you. I see you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's it. We don't have to be friends, but
they don't have to
I personally like if I'm dating somebody that tells me, oh, I'm married or I have another partner, I would like to meet that person at some point.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too. Because I feel like, and that was because of you, right?
Why?
Yeah, me too. Forced me to meet her.
Me?
Her and Jay forced me to meet them. Her. When I was seeing Jay, and I was like, I'm not ready.
You were never going to be ready.
I was never going to be ready, but it worked out so well. And I was like, I had to go and see her on Facebook. I'll be like, oh, she's cool. I like her already. I just like her energy from online. But I realized that it really is important to put your eyes on your partner's partner. Mm-hmm. It is a very respectful thing. It's also like, don't be talking about somebody. I have no idea who they are. They don't know who I am. let us at least shake hands and keep it moving.
Exactly.
You know, that's kind of like how I feel about it. We have a question here. KW says, how do I find poly women? Very interested. Most women I've run into are not interested. Juan Savage. Hey, Juan Savage.
Hey, Juan. Online, everywhere. There are a lot of poly groups out there. I don't know.
Okay, Cupid is the, to me, one of the better.
Yes.
One of the better. Well,
because it tells you if the person is interested in monogamous or non-monogamous people.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't swipe on anybody who says monogamous or non-monogamous.
Jay
I'm like, you indecisive.
Jay is in the building. Hi, Jay. He says, yes, she did. Thank you, Jay. Of course. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
But you can find poly women, back to that question. You can find poly women. You got to join the groups. You got to go onto the dating apps, and you really should post in your profile that you are polyamorous, and that's what you're looking for, because
save the people some headaches,
some time. You're wasting
and
your time
yours too, honestly.
So okay, these nuts again. So our favorite poly pimp. Poly is not for socially awkward people. As an experienced polymer, you have to be a people person. Agree?
What is a polymer?
A polymer.
Is that? I mean, I know it's a word, but I didn't think it was in the polyamorous.
We call you poly pimp. That's our terminology. You're a poly pimp. Okay. A polymer. I like that. So, I'm thinking, when I think of polymer, I think of something you put like a clear coat over something.
Well, the polymer is like something that holds something together, I think.
Things,
whatever.
Some clear coat. But anyway,
somebody help us out.
Poly is not for socially awkward people. Life is not for socially awkward people, okay?
Exactly. Anybody can be poly.
So, but what poly is for people who like open, honest transparency and want to work through that. They want to love to their fullest. They want to be free. They want to live their best life. That's what poly is, at least to me. Socially awkward, I don't know what that is. I can't help people on the socially awkward, but all right. Kaim says, where's your stable? I don't get it.
That means I'm guessing like you gotta have that anchor partner, maybe.
Is that what you mean? Kaim,
like always have somebody to go back to.
Break it down. Break it down, Kaim. I need
polyamory safety net.
I need some more
monogamy
info.
Safety net.
I need more info because I'm thinking horses. I don't know what.
Because that's what the word makes you think of.
I don't know what stable means. Where's swinger term.
So I guess that would be. I would think that's what it means, like your anchor partner.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Where's your stable?
I don't have a stable.
I don't have one either.
You don't have to have one. It depends on how you want your poly to look like, what you want it to look like. Hey, Gaddy.
The group of men you ride. Oh, where's your stable? Oh, y'all are saucy tonight, huh? Okay. Okay. No, he asked where to meet women. Your tag is pimps. Pimps have a stable of partners. Oh, you see, we're slow. We're not those kind of pimps.
We're not those kind of pimps. But we'll see.
We can round some up with the last.
Maybe out our next juicy batch.
Is all your partners. See, y'all teaching us. We are like virgin
pimps. See? Okay, guys, you need to jump on the live.
Yeah, who's coming on here?
Camera? Come on.
I would like these nuts to
these nuts. Show your face.
Yeah, be brave.
Stress Brown. Show your faces.
And
come on,
especially you folks who are looking for love in all the wrong places. KW1 Savage. I'm gonna post the link again, and feel free to come on. Hey, you just never know who's looking.
You never
You-
know.
you
You
can-
may
you
find
might
those poly
find-
women you're looking for.
You might find the love on the Poly Pimp Show. All your partners that you're looking for are right here. You know what I'm saying? Just come on
They
down.
might just be here.
You can click the link and pop right in. We're ready for you.
That's it. Are we reading
So,
another question?
Yeah.
We only have what, 10 minutes?
Yeah,
to go.
this is good. We're being honorable to the
Efficient.
time. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one is these long ones. I just get I get nervous. Not that I get nervous, it's just too much, but
Yeah.
I'll read it. All these people who live with people. Okay. I live with my nesting partner and his wife and their daughter.
Oh, fine.
They got married before they became polyamorous. We consider ourselves non-hierarchical. But I recognize there are some inherent hierarchies. They are legally married. They share finances. They own our house together. I'm their tenant. They have a kid together. If they divorce, how might that affect their shared finances or the ownership of the house? My meta is the only one with an income. Our Hinge is a full-time homemaker, so separating finances isn't really practical. Anyway, so basically what they're saying is, because like, well, I don't know, sometimes people are married monogamously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the other partner doesn't feel secure within the situation because they're not married to them. Right. So what do? A lot of times what they do, or many times, is they get divorced and then they create, this is a poly thing that is I consider it way advanced. They create a incorporated family. Like they make an organization out of the family and create a bylaws and all that stuff. And the family is protected as an entity, just like a marriage.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. So that's what they're talking about. It gets a little advanced, but if you're a ride or die for your people, for your triad, your quad, or however many people are in your family, then definitely that is an option. I've seen it before. When you have legal marriages, like a friend of mine had a partner in East Africa, right? And he was trying to find someone to marry his partner so she can legally come in the United States. And I was like, why don't you marry her?
Right.
And he said, well, because I was already married. And I said, if your wife understood the situation, divorce your wife, marry the one in Africa, bring her in, and then create a legal entity for the three of you.
Right.
Period. And then it would have been done. And he was like, well, she felt like if I was divorcing her on paper, it was the end. And I said, well, then she's unsmart because you don't see what this is all about. Exactly. This is paperwork. This is all paperwork. So anyway, These Nuts says, okay, Cupid is trash. All those matches are subpar. Tinder is good and Bumble is good. Those women that claim poly in OKC are 400 plus pounds. You ain't right. You ain't right at all. You are not right. But yeah, the dating apps, the poly groups, Black Poly and Dating is a good group. I think I don't really meet anybody there, but they're actively, like, you can actively look for people there's a lot of groups on Facebook, actually.
I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook, but I mean, I've dated a couple of people in one group, but I don't really, a lot, I don't want to say all, but a lot of the other groups, I'm just there for the conversation and the fuckery that comes up for me to laugh at. I mean, seriously though, because I see a lot of the people on there, it's kind of like, where did it come from? No. So you can go on Facebook. OKC, I've tried OKC. I've met a couple of good partners on OKC. Bumble is great. So what I started doing on Bumble, because Bumble doesn't give you the same option that OKC gives you to see if the person is or is saying monogamous.
Tinder does that now, actually.
Oh, really? See, I only lasted 1 week on Tinder. That was forever ago when I first started dating, and I was like, I cannot. But Bumble has been pretty good to me. So yeah.
Okay. Mink says conventional relationships are boring and restrictive. Not sure poly life is for me, but it would be cool to have 3 women in my house, kicking back, cooking, talking, etc.
Sure.
You could do whatever. You could set it up however you want to.
3 women.
3 women specifically.
Why
he's got
1 4?
He's got 2, and we need to get another one.
Yeah.
So, all right. Kaim says, congratulations again, ladies. It's the lollipop for me. Hey.
Thank you.
So we are doing another Poly Pimp kickback. We decided in April.
Yes.
And April 19th? We're going to confirm.
I don't remember.
We'll confirm the date.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a Poly Pimp kickback. The last one we had was really good. Don't you think it was really good?
Oh, yeah.
It was really good. It was sweet. We're going to change the location. We will let you guys know. We have to have like a band or something. Remember we had the little...
Yeah, we had live music.
It was...
Make it fun.
It was super dope. And we didn't even know what to expect, right? But people came out and it was really nice. So we're going to have another one in April. So we want all of you guys and girls to come. Tonight seems like a very masculine night, right? A lot of
guys popped up.
But we like that. It's okay.
Yes.
The girls are in hiding tonight.
It's the lollipop.
Is the lollipop? Trademark. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna have an event coming up, a live event where you guys, we come in the building and we can, and in fact, for folks who are looking for their poly partners, we are gonna definitely make it an opportunity for folks to meet. I mean, it's always an opportunity, right?
Right.
It's always an opportunity. So, come ready and
looking nice and fresh.
Smelling good, get the fresh cut.
We're Caribbean women. We like when men smell good and look good.
And get their yeah, because this sometimes in Georgia, like y'all, some of these not y'all. No. not y'all. You're too bummy. And I'm just like, how are you wearing slides when you go out at night? Oh, yeah. I hate that. But yeah, so we're gonna have a Poly Pimp kickback. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be, it's not gonna be naked. We have to keep stressing that, right?
Don't come naked. We're not having that party yet.
People come ready for stuff that I ain't ready for, and I'll just be like, I'm not ready. I'm a virgin in this, so. But anyway, I think we're good here. Any words of wisdom?
Well, we want to say thank you for all of you guys. To all of you, thank you for supporting us. Right.
Wait a minute. These Nuts is a whole shit show. Who pays for the third date with Polly? You are a mess. Do you mean the third date, as in the first, second, third date, or do you mean the third person?
Third person there.
The third person. Mess.
I know, right?
Mess. That's funny. Good thing I know who these Nuts are. That is so funny. But anyway, so we got another year to do this, huh?
Yes.
What's going to change? What are we doing? What are we doing differently?
I would like to see more people jumping in on camera.
On live.
To talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
People got to stop being scared.
They're shy.
Right?
Yeah. I would like to see more of you guys popping up and having a conversation with us. We love the comments too, but we would like for you to be on camera.
Yeah. Okay.
So, if there's 2 guys involved, rock, paper, scissors.
All right, back to that one question. Who pays for the third date with Polly? The answer is, if there's 2 guys involved, rock, paper, scissors for who pays. Boom.
Yep. So once again, we want to say thank you for supporting us throughout this year of Poly Pimps. We've gone over a lot of stuff. Our next episode will be on the 19th of March, Tuesday the 19th. Keep bringing on the questions and keep supporting us. Oh, I got to give you a quick little view of my party last Saturday, the show that I had at Cat's Cafe. There were some poly pimps that showed up.
What?
Yeah. Well, there were some people from some of the poly groups that I've met. So it was really nice to connect with them, although I didn't have a whole lot of time to chit chat. But it was just great meeting them in person. It was a packed house. I mean, it was only standing room left. So it was
Oh
great.
yeah, y'all didn't know this was a Haitian hottie.
You know.
There
No,
for
not
So yeah, she has a whole band, a whole
yes.
Haitian Creole band. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we gotta hang out and check out Essence Creole.
Essence Creole. Yes. I guess, maybe at one of those poly pimp kickbacks, one day we'll have the whole band play.
Yeah.
How about that?
That would be
could
good.
do that.
That would be good. So we're gonna sign off from here, y'all. We love you and later.
Remember, share our
Videos.
videos with all your friends, family, anybody who wants to hear about poly. Also, like us, follow us,
Facebook, Instagram,
subscribe.
YouTube, all of that.
We are
We're
the poly
everywhere.
pimps are everywhere.
We're
So
everywhere.
thank you and see you on the 19th, guys. Bye.
Peace.